Every once in a while you may find yourself in a situation where you want to talk to your students in real time. Now we don't have the ability to do that with voice in Moodle, but what we do have is the ability to log into a chat room and ask questions and have students respond by typing. Again, there's no audio, but it is a real-time solution where you can ask, where students can ask you questions and you can respond. Some instructors use this for online office hours so that if they're not on campus, students can log in and ask them questions. Other people use it for to provide your students with an area where they can go and do group projects or group collaboration so that they could communicate with their peers and work in that area. So what we want to do is show you how to use this tool. It's really easy to use. It's called the chat tool. So the first thing you want to do is add the tool to your course. So I'm going to turn editing on. Now, as we talked about previously, if you're using a weekly outline, this first area up here is independent from any particular week or topic. So if you plan on regularly scheduling a chat with the chat tool, what I recommend that you do is think about adding it here because it's going to be in the same location throughout the entire course. They get used to seeing it there. So if we want to add that tool, we want to go to add an activity and we want to click on the chat link, and we can give the chat room a name. So in this case, this is the PTC 606 live chat, and you're going to give the introduction text. This is going to let the students know the purpose of this chat room. So if you can say here under the description, let them know that it's just an area where they can work in their groups, or that this is going to be used for online office hours. You let them know that in this location. Now you have the ability to schedule chat times. So what you can do is say that the next chat will be the 20th of December at noon. Or you can choose to not publish any chat times and just have it be available anytime for the students to log in and do work, talk with their peers. You can have you can decide to save your previous sessions. So if you go under this option, you could choose to never delete the messages. That means that you'll always be able to go in there and get a log of the chat. That's particularly important if you're going to have a discussion with the entire class, and if a student's unable to make it, you could publish that log for them so they can see what they missed. And if you, right below that, you have the option to allow students to see these logs. So if it's set to no, that means that only you can see the logs, and then you're the one responsible for distributing them. So these are the basic setting options. It's pretty straightforward. When you're done with these, you have the settings set to what you want. You click Save and Return to Course, and that will return you to your home page, and you'll notice a new little icon with a bubble text. And what you can do is click that link, and it's going to open up in the new window. It's going to say click here to enter the chat now, and below that is your description. So if we click that link, enter the chat now, a window is going to pop up. On the right, you're going to see an avatar and a name for every person that's in this chat room. And to enter text, there's going to be this little field down here where you can enter text. And when you hit the enter key, that text will then appear in the general window where all the text appears. So if there were 3 people in the chat room, all of those people would appear here. Anytime they asked a question, it would appear in this main window here, and you could get a nice discussion going this way. So if you have any problems with this, generally the only problem that you're going to have is not being able to type quick enough, but it's a pretty straightforward tool. And again, if you're going to be using any sort of group projects, I recommend that you add this to your course so that the students have a place to communicate when they're not in class.